Very few people have seen this.
Trinidad and Tobago. Exploring you kind of feels like Pandora's box. I've opened it, and what I've discovered has snowballed into something much bigger, but in the best possible way. Every street, every conversation, and every meal opens another door, and behind it another story waiting to be told. What was a short trip in 2025 became something so different, because the deeper I went, the more people reached out. Hundreds and hundreds of messages from Trinbagonians at home and all over the world, saying the same things in different ways. You've only scratched the surface. You're bringing back pieces of my childhood, or you're showing me parts of home I've never even seen myself. And I think that says everything about this place. Trinbagonians carry a deep pride for where they came from, a pride you can really feel. It's in their food, their music, the laughter, and the way strangers become family within minutes. And when you show up open to it, TNT gives that energy right back. So if you've been following along, this isn't the end. I'll keep coming back with two of the most passionate Trinbagonians I know, Anna and David of Island Girl Tours, to keep exploring that side of Trinidad most people still haven't seen. And if you're new here, start here and buckle up. Let me bring you up to speed.
So our first stop of the day is for doubles. Now this is not your regular doubles. This is actually doubles that have been dipped in roasted chilies. And some of the spiciest chilies in the world come from this country, okay? If you look at the Scoville scale, this is probably going to be pretty high up. Spicy food I can handle. I don't know if I can really handle this, but I'm gonna go in for a little bite. Oh my gosh, you guys have no idea how this smells. It smells amazing. Okay. Lord be with me. Flavor, incredible. Okay, it's not too bad.
Not too bad.
It's building. There's definitely heat there, but I would say that the flavor is what hits you first. It's an incredible flavor. Roasted. This thing is full of stuff. Now the heat is coming. It's in the back of the throat, it's on the tongue, but it's really quite nice. It's building quite slow. Very flavorful though. Really nice flavors. This is not your normal doubles. People don't just come here and have this for breakfast, I'm sure. It's more of a novelty thing, but it's definitely good to try just to see how you can handle the Trinidad peppers.
So it's not that hot?
Not too bad.
Okay.
I'd say, for me, maybe like a 7 out of 10. It's definitely tingling the tongue.
So, okay.
Oh yeah, go. Okay. Now, David is cutting a raw pepper.
Why not?
This is the chocolate one?
Yeah.
Yep. So he's just,
What we found.
We found this on the side of the street. He's gonna chop this up, put it raw. This guy's crazy.
You're gonna make it hotter, right? You done?
I wanna see you eat this. I wanna see you try this. With a raw pepper in there,
It's
you
live.
go for it. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, no hesitation there. He didn't even think about that. This is his day-to-day. This guy functions on a different level, I think. Now you tell me once it kicks in, you tell me how this rates on your 1 to 10 scale. Because that for me without the raw pepper was about a 7. I can feel it on my tongue. 1 to 10.
5.
Okay, not bad, not bad at all. Wow.
That's high for
The
you.
raw pepper added. Yeah.
The raw pepper. Okay, yeah, he had the raw pepper. Amazing.
So you should try to find a scorpion next time.
We're on the hunt for some hot peppers while we're here for sure, but that was our first stop of the day. We are about to eat way more, so stay tuned for that. But wow, I am impressed. Well done.
The roundabout became a full-on food stop. Pineapple from Trinidad, famous for its sweetness, cut fresh and eaten on the spot. It lived up to the legend. I loved the precision of the cutting. The vendor's hands never once touching the fruit itself. It's a small thing, but it matters.
Oh man, so sweet. I've actually been on a pineapple kick lately. but all the pineapples that we get are really sour. This is amazing. So sweet.
We couldn't pull away just yet. Not with these coconuts calling our name. A quick drink of coconut water before hitting the road again. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Well, not exactly, but I'm confident she'd approve. Now, on to the main event. The San Fernando Yacht Club. The setting for our real Trini lime. And the first of many on this trip.
Welcome to San Fernando Yacht Club. We are going to be here for the rest of the day. We're doing a lime cookout. We're gonna be cooking up some amazing foods today, and we're gonna head over and meet everyone right now. So let's go.
You have any pepper one thing?
So this right here is the culantro, the shadow beni, and garlic blended together. This is what's gonna be with the chow. Oh, it smells too good. All right, we have our first snack of the day. We have the pomerac chow. I've never had this before. I had the pomerac, had a couple different other types of chow, but look at this. It is so red. Like, these are ripe and ready to go. So we have salt, we have pepper, we have shadow beni, we have garlic, and we have pepper. So there might be a little bit of spice to it. Cheers. Woo! Oh, the garlic hits. That is amazing. Oh, like shoots right into your nose. So full of flavor. So soft. Oh, it's so savory. The garlic really stands out. One more. Yep. This is going up to be my favorite chow thus far. Amazing. Okay, things are starting to get a little wild and we have just begun. So here you'll see is black pudding. We have blood sausage that is getting fried up with onions and pepper. So this is super traditional. Haven't tried it. You guys told me I should try it, so we're definitely trying it this time. Can't wait. Okay, something that you guys have recommended time and time again is the black pudding. So this one's made with bread. We have blood mixed with bread, different spices. It has been fried up to perfection with onion and a pepper. So they said not to eat the skin, so I'm gonna go in and try to get around the skin, and then I'll eat the pepper. Oh man, it's really quite soft. Oh. Excuse me. The pepper was really spicy. Oh my gosh. It's actually much more subtle than I thought it was gonna be in terms of flavor, but really, it's just a fall apart kind of texture. It is super soft. Oh, that's really something. It's buttery, almost. Wow, that is really good. It is my first time trying black pudding. I'm trying to get away from the skin, but there you go. Black pudding in Trinidad, very good. I like when it's made with bread. I've had this with made with rice. Different texture completely. It's much more like granular. You can really feel the rice pieces, but this, everything's been soaked up into the bread and it just becomes super, super soft, almost buttery. But wow, that was a spicy pepper.
Good.
Okay, Lovepreet is having a go at cutting up the breadfruit, which is gonna go on the oil done. Not as easy as it looks, eh?
You need practice.
You need a lot of practice with the knife.
Wait, you drinking beer?
So everything just gets layered up. Okay guys, one of the highlights of the day and something that you guys told me that I need to try the next time I'm here in Trinidad is the oil done, not oil down. I've been instructed, strict instructions, do not say oil down. But look at this. The coconut milk, first of all, has just become so creamy. And this breadfruit, I'm guessing, is just going to melt away. Now, what's different about this one is that we have these pigtails that have been boiled down. They were cooking earlier and then they put it all together. So a lot of ingredients went and layered up in the pot. We have these spinach leaves, we have the breadfruit, we have the pigtails, we have spices. All of that went together. And now we have this all cooked down together in coconut milk for probably what, like 2 hours it's been cooking? Anyway, my mouth's watering. Let's give it a try. Oh my God, the texture is insane. It's so soft, but it's got this like chewiness to it. And it has just soaked up that coconut milk. Oh my God. That is like a bite of heaven. Okay, let's just go in for the pigtail because we've gotta try this. Now, I don't know where the bone is, so I'm just gonna go in with my hands. Oh yeah. Wow, that is a damn good addition to this. There's not much meat on it because there's a bone in the middle. It is a pigtail, but the meat that you are eating, oh my God. This is what adds, I think, a savoriness to the whole thing. Pigtail oil done. Come on, one more bite, let's go. Wow, this dish is insane. My first one here in Trinidad. Wow, David, what do you think? It's really good, right? It's amazing. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for Lovepreet to try this.
Curry and stuff, you don't even have to.
It's so good on its own. Oh, incredible. That is really, really nice.
It was one dish after another, no intermissions. Curry duck cooked right in front of us, pepper shrimp crisp and loud with flavor, and wild hog hunted not long before it hit our bellies. This wasn't just good food, it was the kind that resets your expectations. Day 2 in Trinidad was already exceeding my plans. I mean, take a look around. The San Fernando Yacht Club. This is prime liming territory. And here's something you don't see everywhere. When Trini's lime, it's the men at the fire, and every single one of them can cook. These are not professionals, and this is not their side hustle. Just guys unwinding, cooking to relax, to connect, and to forget the grind for a little while. That's the magic. We're here because of Richard, today's main cook, David's younger cousin, and the unofficial ringleader of this whole operation. The hospitality has been unreal, but the fire's still going. So let's see what else they've got coming.
Guys, my first lime here in Trinidad. It is going very well. I'm just so surprised by how much food is being cooked. I mean, there's a lot of people there for sure, but these people from Trinidad, they love to eat, and I am here for it. This is my kind of hangout. This is my kind of cookout, but it's just good vibes all around. Like, people of Trinidad are so friendly, so welcoming. Like, not every country do you ever get invited to like a hangout with everybody's friends, and they treat you as one of them, you know what I mean? Like, now I'm friends with all these people. So yeah, it's just amazing. And I'm just walking out onto this pier. We're at the yacht club, and yeah, it's just amazing. The food so far has been really good. Yeah, I mean, words can't describe experiences like this. I mean, this is why I came back to Trinidad. It's gorgeous. People are friendly. Like, I can't stress that enough. The people are just friendly. Hopefully I'm not too backlit, but yeah, just having a great time. And we're only like partway through this lime, but I'm enjoying it so far, loving it. And massive thank you to David and Anna. I mean, Island Girl Tours, couldn't have done it without them. If you guys want to do something like this, you need to hit them up. Tell them you want a lime. They'll definitely do it. They're always down for that. and they'll just make it a part of your trip to Trinidad because this is what the local people do here. So anyway, I'm done talking. Let's head back to the food. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. That is more than enough. Thank you very much. Richard has been amazing today. He has cooked up everything. Lobster here. So we had lobster roti last time we were here, and now we are just having straight up curry lobster. Check that out, guys. Full of seasoning, almost staining the lobster. This has been cooking for some time. Oh my goodness. What hits you right away is whatever this lobster is cooked in. But when you start chewing down into the meat, you'll realize that this lobster, it has like a subtle sweetness. There's absolutely no what you would call like a fishy flavor. It's very fresh. But yeah, that meat is just very subtle, very sweet. And then whatever it's cooked in, oh my God. It is phenomenal. It's a very meaty bite. It's all meat, all protein. It's fantastic. We have just been eating all day long. I'm so grateful for it. Oh my goodness, guys, at this point, it's getting insane how much food they've cooked up here. And this is just a normal day. I am blown away. This is goat head that they've made. We didn't even know this was being made. Look at this. Goat head. Let's go in. Cheers. Absolutely delicious. Curry leaves, that's what I taste. Are very fatty, super chewy, so tender. Okay, it's a little different. I feel like I had a piece of skim, ever so slightly gamey, and then just curry leaves. That's all I taste. Wow, it's really good. It's really good. Okay, and for our final sample of the day, because we have been going all day long, we have the pigtail soup. Look at that, nice rich broth. I'm just gonna go in for the broth first before I jump into the pigtail. We have a ton of other things in there as well. Wow, earthy. Wow, that's really good. Jump right into the pigtail. This is what the soup's all about. So tender. Oh my gosh. That meat is falling apart. Man, pigtail's been fantastic today. No meat left on that one. Absolutely delicious. Okay, dumpling. Do you guys remember last time when we had the corn soup? The vendor, the friendly uncle, he was like, hey, the dumpling's an aphrodisiac. Do you want one? We were like, oh no, Laprina, I don't need it. He's like, great, I'm gonna give you a few. He gave it to us anyway. So here it is, the dumpling. So nice and soft. Just gives that extra sustenance to the soup. Just fills it up. And then of course, we gotta go in for the cassava. Nice and soft, but it's very dense. It's been cooked down for a long time. There we go. Someone said Trinidad's potato. And that's what it is. Ultra dense, starchy, but the outside has sort of soaked up that broth. Absolutely delicious. Wow. What a day of eating. This has been such an amazing opportunity that would not have been possible without Anna and David from Island Girl Tours. I am so grateful. We've had such good food, great music, good people, great vibes, and this is just a normal day here in Trinidad. Crazy.
It's the oysters.
From the shell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Already ready.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good enough, yeah. That's pretty good.
A nice ketchup?
Yeah.
Okay, ketchup. Interesting.
You can put heavy for it's the hip.
Go again.
Hip.
Ah, that's good.
That's yours.
It's like for everybody.
Nice.
Cheers. I want to see this reaction.
Good.
Did you try it?
Both are flavored, different flavors.
And you haven't had it since you were a kid. Okay, so this is a super countryside thing to do. This is oysters on the side of the road, freshwater oysters, and she mixes it with a couple different things: shadow benny, like ketchup, sweet sauce, lime, and then she stirs it all up. Oh, and then pepper, as much as you want, or as little as you want. So let's try it. Look at that cocktail. Very, very interesting. That's very unique. You don't have to really chew. No, it's yeah, it just kind of it kind of goes down the hatch just by it is. It's very sweet.
The honey.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, it's very sweet. Shadow benny. It's like the flavors of Trinidad. Wow.
That means you're gonna come back to Trinidad forever and ever and ever.
I love it. This is probably one of the more unique street foods we've ever tried. Wow, it's good. It's really good. If you've ever had oyster omelet in Taiwan, similar to this, where it's like a little bit of sweetness. I like this place that we're standing too.
Yeah.
It's so lush. There's chickens over here. We got the water here. It's just beautiful.
It is.
Wow.
Very natural.
Really feel like you're out in the jungle. Cool. That's awesome. Great stop.
We made a straight shot to Mayaro, lured by a little surprised island girl tourists swore we weren't ready for. Two of their closest friends had built a set of beachfront villas backed by farmland. Quiet and, as it turns out, unapologetically luxurious. We thought we had an idea of what was coming, but we didn't. Welcome to Playa del Maya. From the second you step on the property, you feel it. This isn't somebody's investment project. It's personal. Walk in the front door and Natasha greets you with a glass of fresh local juice, the kind that tastes like it was squeezed less than 2 minutes ago. She moves with calm efficiency. Her job? To make sure you don't lift a finger. Robin, the co-owner, told me his vision was straightforward. Everything comes to you. Chefs cooking on site, meals delivered, massages, yoga, whatever you need, arranged quietly in the background so your only responsibility is to exhale. We took him up on that offer. But first, the grand tour. The chef's kitchen is built for serious cooking, catering level, and it spills into an open concept space that slides straight onto the pool deck. There's a built-in barbecue station waiting for something fresh off the grill. The L-shaped pool catches sun all day, then glows in shifting colors at night. Upstairs, you'll find the living room, wrapped by 3 cozy bedrooms, each one with its own ensuite. Leave the balcony doors open and the Atlantic moves in. Salty air, steady waves, the kind of soundtrack that lulls you to sleep. And then there's the top floor, the penthouse. My home for the next few nights. The bed faces the ocean. Positioned for sunrises so dramatic they feel staged. But we'll get to that. The ensuite bathroom leans into black details. Sleek, warm, deliberate. But what caught me off guard were the products, all local. Soaps, essential oils, balms, artisanal chocolate, thoughtfully placed, like someone wanted you to slow down and actually enjoy them. There's even a diffuser humming away, lavender in the air, turning the room into something close to a private spa. And the penthouse patio? It's a choose-your-own-adventure situation. Sunrise yoga, full bar parties, private massage, we're doing all of it. Or you could sink into the infinity jacuzzi and just stare at the horizon until time feels optional. I'll show you everything, I promise. But first, before the sun goes down, there's a natural phenomenon nearby, something not even most Trinidadians know about.
Guys, we are in a location that you cannot believe. Way out here in the bush, we're gonna go see a mud volcano, and a lot of people have not seen this. It is amazing. So let's go check it out. You ready for the trek?
Oh, so ready.
Guys, we are going in there.
Yeah, in mud. And there's the blue morpho. Telling you good luck.
Like what, butterfly?
Yeah. So about to see a mud volcano unseen by most land.
Yeah. And this is your first time out here?
Oh, definitely.
Amazing. All right, let's go in. This is crazy. Guys, we are getting a bush experience. I have never walked through a forest quite so lush, quite so mucky, but so beautiful. All that you can hear are birds chirping. Gotta watch your step, but my goodness. Oh, the eruption's happening.
Don't step in it.
Don't step in it. No, my God.
So this is one of the bigger heads.
Wow.
This is like actively bubbling. So you see all there. And you get in the smell.
I can smell it. Okay guys, we have made it to the mud volcano. Very few people have actually seen this because it is in an oil industry location. Not everyone gets permission to come out here, so we have a very special contact who's helped us come out here, trek to the volcano, through the jungle, and look at this. We're gonna go check out another view of it, but man, this is so cool.
Into the unknown. David and Anna always knew there was a mud volcano out here. Turns out the stories were true. No lava, just water, gas, and fine sediment pushing up through the jungle floor. Slow but steady. It looks calm, but step in and you're not coming back out. No one really knows how deep it goes. This is something you approach with the utmost respect. They call this mud volcano Lagon Bouf. Most Trinidadians have never set foot here, and that's because access isn't simple. You need the right connections, and we had them, thanks to Island Girl Tours. Just standing here feels otherworldly, raw, a reminder of how small you really are, a rare privilege to witness it all.
Very worth it. The trek was worth it. This is absolutely gorgeous. Wow. I am blown away by nature and its beauty and its power. You cannot swim out here, as you saw. I am covered in mud because we had trekked through the jungle and this volcano is actually growing. So it saturates out into the bush, but oh my goodness, there's some active heads here. It's just incredible. We're out on like this beach and we're just checking it out. The smell is so different. The mud is like caking on like clay. It's probably very good for the skin. Very few people have seen this, so big thank you to Island Girl Tours for making this happen. Avalon, she's amazing. This is so cool. I love a jungle trek. So guys, this is an insane trek, one of which I am not built for. I'm loving it, but it's taking me very long to walk through the bush. However, David, also known as the barefoot bushman, he walked through the whole thing, not a single spike in his foot. He knew what he was doing. If you've seen him before, you always see him barefoot, but he's really out here through the bush barefoot. It's incredible. You can check out his Instagram too. Put that on the screen now. Woo. Okay guys, we are coming out of the bush. Just look, I am covered in mud, but what an amazing experience. That was super cool, super unique. Very few people have been out here, and a huge thank you to everybody that made this possible. I love a jungle trek. Even though I'm not that good at it, I enjoy it. I am just covered, I'm cut, I had thorns in me. It doesn't matter, this is so cool. Trinidad just has so much to offer, and that's kind of what we want to show you out here in Trinidad, that there's so many different things you can do. You have the beach, yes. You have the big cities, yes. You've got the food, but there is so much more this country has to offer, and that's what we're trying to show you, especially here in Mayaro. It's very unique. What an experience. Okay, on to the next thing, let's go. Okay, the sun has come down, the sun has set. It is absolutely beautiful here at Playa del Maya. And in Mayaro, there is a place called the Original Pizza Parlor TT. And the whole point of your stay here is to not do anything. Kick back and relax, and everything is taken care of. So tonight we got Pizza Parlor delivered here, which you can do pretty much anytime. And they got us a bunch of different foods. So we have very special pizza. We have lobster and kingfish pizza. I have never had anything like this before. We've got cassava fries, very local, wings, lamb, there's also pasta, fried fish, tons of stuff, and it's been delivered right to us. Oxtail pizza is coming later. It takes a while to cook. We're gonna get that later, which I'm super excited for. So rural, like we're way out here. We're in this beautiful place and we've got this food. So let's dig in. This pizza, I am very much excited for. I drizzled it with a lime sauce, which is really unique. Oh wow, and the seafood on there is awesome. The lobster and kingfish combo, it's really, really nice. It doesn't have your typical pizza sauce on it, but it does have other veggies. It's got like green onions. We got onions, tomatoes on there as well. So lots of veggies on there, lots of fish, absolutely delicious. So let's move on. We've got the cassava fries. These look super crispy. Have a look at those. All right, here, ready for the crunch? Cassava fries. This is a better concept than potatoes in my opinion. That's really, really nice. Nice and light. Lots of crunch in there. They came with a little sauce on the side, so I am curious to see what the sauce is. Barbecue sauce. Goes perfectly. Let's go right in. Have a look at this. Look at this piece of lamb. I feel like this has been made on the grill, sauced up. Look at that, still on the bone. Let's dig in. Okay, wow, it's super saucy, really sweet. The meat just falling off the bone. This is like lamb fast food style. Look at that. Very satisfying. Okay, Pizza Parlor came back. Now we have oxtail pizza. Look at that. Wow. Pizza Parlor has returned and they have brought something very special with them. Oxtail pizza. Have you ever heard of this before? Because I certainly have not. But here in Mayaro, we are able to access some really unique Trinidad style pizzas, and one of them is oxtail. So dig in, let's go, let's try this out. Something I've never had before. There we go. There's pineapple also on this one. The oxtail is ever so slightly sweet. It's ground up almost like what you would have with like ground up sausage or ground beef, but it's got a sweetness to it. And pineapple, I'm so sorry to my Italian viewers, but this is really good. This is a nice slice of pizza. Okay, big bite into the oxtail. Check that out. Look at that bite there. He was saying that it takes something like 4 hours in order to make the oxtail. So that's why it came a bit later, but wow, was it ever worth the wait? Really unique, but really worth trying. We are gonna head to this place in Debe where they have Indian delights. Now, Lovepreet and I love Indian sweets, so we wanna see how it compares in Trinidad. A lot of the names are different, but the food is the same. So let's head in now. Let's try some Indian delicacies. Come on. Yes, we're having Indian sweets for breakfast at Caked by Kate. They have all kinds of baked goods inside and then Indian delights. So we are about to dig into one right now. It's very dense. Okay, so sweet number one, check this out. Now, this in Trinidad is called jalebi. Now, this is pretty similar to the one you're gonna get in India. However, this is like a giant frisbee jalebi. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna break off a piece. It's awfully orange. Oh,
That is a piece.
Wow. Man, this is crazy dense. Oh my gosh. It's very crispy. I'd say the only thing that is quite different, This is slightly more sweet, but I am impressed with how crispy it is. You want a crunch?
I have a crunch.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I don't even know if I can eat this whole piece. It is so sweet. It's like so sweet that it makes your cheeks hurt a little bit. This with the tea would be perfect. Wow, okay. Trinidad jalebi, 10 out of 10. Okay, so our next treat is going to be this laddu. This looks very different from the laddus I've tried from Bansal Sweets. It's not actually in any sugar syrup. It's actually a very smooth texture and it's dry. So I am really like curious as to what this is going to be like. Same name, but definitely different. Oh wow, also super sweet. Oh my God. It's really crumbly in terms of like texture. It's like a crumbly shortbread texture. However, it is so sweet. Oh my gosh. What's that?
Is it made of besan? Like chickpea flour?
It's hard to say, I don't know. It could be. Color-wise, that might be right. Yeah, it's definitely different because the laddus that I've been eating, you bite into it and then there's like a sugar syrup that sort of comes out of it. It's much more moist. This is a very dry, sweet ball. Very good on its own. Super sweet. The one I'm most curious about is this. Now, in my mind, this is a gulab jamun. In Trinidad, they actually call it a rasgulla, so the names are a little bit different. And if you are familiar with Indian sweets, you might be thinking rasgulla is something else, but it's just the name that's different. Let's see how different it is in terms of flavor or texture. Now, I'm just going in with my hands, I guess. I'll try to get this, roll it up. But in terms of what it's soaking in, the density, the heaviness, I'm guessing this is exactly like a gulab jamun. Oh my God. Okay, look at this. I just squeeze it a little bit. Look how much sugar syrup comes out of that. Holy smokes. It's not as sweet as the Indian gulab jamun. I think the sugar syrup's a little bit different. I feel like this is more processed syrup, but it's not nearly as sweet. In terms of saturation, that thing is soaked right to the center. It's a little bit more airy than some of the gulab jamuns I've tried. It's not as dense, but it is just like ultra saturated in this syrup, which it is different. You got to be so careful because this will explode on you. Man, there's so much liquid inside. Rasgulla, the Trinidad version, very interesting. Okay, so we're just walking down the street in Debe. Now, just a couple steps away from where we were with the Indian Delights is the Blue Shed. This place has tons of locals lined up and they actually have Saheena. You guys told me I should have tried it on the last one. We did try, they were all sold out, but luckily we're gonna get it here at the Blue Shed before we hit the road and go camping. So I'm really excited to try this. This is something that it's dasheen leaves. They've been rolled up, battered, and fried. So super unique. And yeah, really looking forward to try it. So let's go over to the Blue Shed. So you can see right here, all different kinds of street foods available. We have different pies, we have doubles. So yeah.
All right. Want some chutney?
So I guess what I didn't realize is that they actually cut it open and then fill it with this chana, some chutney. My gosh, this thing is crazy. It's so crispy. These leaves have been like fried up to perfection. It is not gonna be pretty and I apologize in advance for this bite, but let's taste the Saheena. First time here in Trinidad. Holy smokes. Whoa, is that ever crispy. Oh my gosh. So similar to doubles, we've got that chana inside. It's like a chana stew. We've got shadow beni for sure. We've got spiciness, which I don't know if it's coming from pepper sauce or whatever this batter is, but really what I'd like to try is, look at that. See those dasheen leaves on the inside? They still have that green, and on the outside where it's been ultra crisped up, it's like almost black. Wow. The Saheena itself is very earthy, but it's got a fried flavor. Oh my gosh. This is super unique. This is much different than doubles and absolutely delicious. Super good.
By our third day in Trinidad, it was time to slow down. We'd been moving hard. During planning, David asked if we'd be open to roughing it, just to see what life feels like beyond the city. The answer was easy. A little discomfort has its way of opening doors. Country Life TT is one of those doors. We're here to camp, ride horses, shoot arrows, and cook simply. Saheena and Kaleem, the owners of Country Life TT, built this place as a retreat from noise. A place shaped by land, patience, and intention. A reminder to stay close to the earth. We started with horseback riding, and that's where things take an unexpected turn.
This is our girl, her name is Black Beauty, and that is our boy, his name is Lutfi. So Lutfi comes from Arabic origin, which gives the meaning of cool and calm. So horses in the wild have different roles and responsibilities. Females, they're in charge of finding good grazing ground, right? So they will go around, they will scout, they would find good grazing grass, they will come back, tell the herd, and everybody will go down there. The males, they're mainly in charge of protection of the herd. They have a mind and a brain of their own. So at no given point in time, you want to be to the back of the horse. That's rule number one. Never ever go to the back of a horse. The safest part to be either at the front of, to the side of. Alright, more so to the side. You all ever rode horses before?
A couple times.
Right.
Once upon a time. Okay, so before the weather changes, we're gonna go and do a little bit of horseback riding here in Trinidad. So safety first, of course. We have our helmets, and we're gonna go over to a spot where there's a ladder so that we can mount these horses, but they are just absolutely gorgeous. We've already gone through the safety demonstration on how to approach the horse and where not to touch them. These are animals, you must respect them. So yeah, but we are gonna go for a little ride. If I was telling you that I'm not a little nervous, I'd be lying, but overall, they're just beautiful creatures. Wow, and they're well taken care of here for sure. All right, let's go mount them.
Anna and I were the first up. Horses can read hesitation, a lack of confidence, or fear immediately, so a deep breath to clear the mind can help when taking control. But we took off onto the beautiful trails without a hitch. Well, actually, I guess that depends on what your definition of hitch is, because that's when the rain came, hard and relentless. That did not stop us. Sure, DSLRs aren't waterproof, but my phone is. So we kept on with our horseback riding and walking through the countryside, completely drenched from head to toe, and honestly couldn't be happier. I wouldn't have traded that feeling for anything.
So some more behind the scenes, we did go for a horse ride. Sabrina had to run back with the camera because it started downpouring, as you can see from our attire and probably my hair. But what an experience. So the phone's out right now. Microphone is still on, but anywho, it's such a beautiful experience. Horseback riding in the countryside? My goodness, and look at the path these guys are going up. Okay, so what a ride that was. Very entertaining. The showers just came down out of nowhere, so we ended up getting soaked, but luckily we have a change of clothes, and that's what it's all about. It's a very rustic experience. Now that we are down here, we are having some homemade sorrel. This is incredible. Let's give it a try. This is like a Christmas drink made from a flower, spices added, and just the perfect refreshment after a ride like that. Let's give it a try. Oh my goodness. That is absolutely fantastic. Spiced to perfection, a little bit sweet, served nice and cold. It does not get better than this. Look at this. Look where we are. This is too fun.
Cheers.
Cheers. First time sorrel.
It's nice.
It's really nice.
Yeah. I don't know how to describe the flavor, but it's sweet. It's natural. Yeah. It's not earthy, but it's natural. So it's really good.
Yeah.
Country life.
Country life.
Living it to the best.
Country life TT.
Country life.
It had been a long, unpredictable day, and that energy carried straight into the night and into the outdoor kitchen. This is real Trini cooking, done over a teak wood fire, the kind that quietly infuses into everything it touches. On the menu tonight, curry duck, curry aloo, and bus up shut. Kaleem ran the fire, because cooking this way demands careful attention. Heat has to be managed, respected, if you want that duck tender and full of life. The rest of us take our place where we can, working on the roti, hands busy, a trial and error sort of approach.
Bust them up now.
You guys love Prada's trying his hand and making the bus up shut.
You're good, man. Nice spread, and then flip again. Hey, oh, he's a natural.
Your sister's gonna be so proud of you.
Ah, he's done this before, look at that. He's just joking. Look at that. Let's swallow out there.
It's from the motherland and all, so yeah, a bit natural.
It's a bad boy. It's a big
Bad man here.
Uh-oh. Guys, I am trying this for the first time. There we go.
Alright, now oil them up. Mother-in-law would be happy. Well done.
Oh.
You got it. Just bring him, yeah. Yeah.
Oh. We saved it.
for the bad boy.
Right.
Alright. Oi.
And then hit the cheese on top.
Whoa!
Oh.
That's where it all goes wrong. All right. There we go.
Nice.
Woo! At least it didn't go on the ground. I'm happy about that. Oh my goodness, what an experience. So we are under the shelter, but pretty much the entire time it's been pouring rain. It's been insane, but everything is cooked over a wood fire, so that smokiness is going to infuse into the food. We got a couple different dishes here tonight. So as you saw, we have the curry duck. That is amazing. The gravy has just soaked up into that duck. I can't wait to try it. And then on the side, we have this curry aloo. This is potato. So that's all kind of mashed up now. It looks amazing. Then we have the bus up shut. This is basically like a busted up roti. So that you eat with everything. And then we have, this is the chop up? Chop up. So it's tomatoes and onions, like a little salad on the side. So I am super excited to dig in. Let's go right in for, oh, my mouth is watering, the roti and the curry duck. Oh, I am so excited. So the spices that they use is actually their own special blend. I can already feel that that duck is gonna be super tender. Oh my gosh. Guys, that is on point. It's so complex. And there's just the right amount of heat on that duck. They did put in a pepper in there. It didn't get broken up or mashed, but it gave just a very slight heat to it. Okay, I just gotta go in for the duck by itself because I just gotta taste it on its own. Off the bone, insanely tender. Oh my goodness. Wow, and cooked over fire, it's the way to do it. Out here, the country life, the country living, oh, it's too good. Wow, the spice level is perfect. Okay, let's move on to the curry aloo. That is potato, and it has just been mashed up. We'll go for a nice big scoop. Cheers. So comforting, so soft, just melts away. Absolutely delicious. Pretty subtle on the flavor, but really, really tasty. And I know that will go really great with the roti. So let's just go in for a big scoop. In we go. Man, there's no better way to eat outside. You hear the crickets in the background, eating with your hands, it's perfect. That was a perfect combination. Wow, and a little salad on the side. Oh man. Okay, I know everyone here is super hungry, so we're gonna put the camera down. We are gonna enjoy this country life TT together. Okay, good morning from Country Life TT. We stayed in tents last night. It was probably one of the deepest sleeps of my life. Just listening to the sounds of nature. There were coconuts falling. It was very, very peaceful. And it's been a beautiful morning so far. Slightly overcast, very humid. We've packed our bags and I think we're gonna have a coffee with Kaleem very soon. But yes, camping in Trinidad, such a beautiful experience. This is such a wonderful way of life. And you don't get this just coming to Port of Spain. You have to come all the way down here, do some camping. It's definitely worth it. Very unique experience. And that's what we're experiencing here in Trinidad. Just a little bit of everything this country has to offer. It's almost time to pack up, almost time to go. And we have a little bit more to bring you from this area of Trinidad. All right, Lovepreet, what are you doing?
Archery. I'm going hunting.
Some archery, some target practice.
Yeah, target practice.
This is pretty nice, isn't it? One of the options you can do here at Country Life TT is try your hand at archery. There's a field over there, target, and we're gonna go check it out. Now, Lovepreet has some experience with shooting. He's practicing his form, just no dry fires.
What's the energy transfer in this? Push it out.
There we go, getting better, getting better. That's so much fun. Country Life TT, where you learn to do archery for the first time with one of the best coaches, Kaleem. Thank you so much. That was so much fun. Not a coach, but honestly, for a first time, I'm very impressed. That was so much fun. I want to thank Country Life TT for hosting us and letting us do all these incredible activities out here in the country. We rode the horses, we tried our hand at archery, that was so much fun. And then getting to camp overnight, cooking over the fire. I mean, there's nothing better than that. It's such a fun experience and something that probably a lot of people don't know that you can do here in Trinidad. So yes, huge thank you to Country Life TT. Huge thank you to Island Girl Tours for putting this all together. You have to get in touch with them if you want to do some unique experiences here in Trinidad and Tobago. Having so much fun here. There's one more thing we're going to do. We need to eat a little bit more before the end of the day, so stay tuned if you want to see some local delights. And yeah, time to leave the countryside. Such a fun experience. So to cap off our amazing amazing experience. We came back to San Fernando just to get a shower because camping is camping, right? But we are here now at a bakery called Puff and Stuff. Now this is a bakery that David has basically spent his childhood at. He's come here and eaten a million times. And he said he hasn't been here since he's like about 16 years old. So we are grabbing like a tray of samplers. We're gonna get some savory, some sweet, but I do wanna thank the owners of Puff and Stuff. They have been super hospitable to us, and now Stuart inside, we just met him. He's putting together a plate for us that he thinks we're gonna like. So I'm looking forward to it, sampling it before we move on to the next part of Trinidad. What an amazing trip so far. It's been insane. This is David's childhood. We're having a chicken puff. Now look at how this is made. This is crazy. Look at that design. And then inside, it's like a chicken salad and it is stuffed to the brim. Let's give it a try. I'm so excited that this going inside the bakery has made my appetite come out. I'm just blown away by this. The puff on the outside. Very interesting texture. And it almost looks like the outside of a churro. I was like, is it made by like dispensing the bread like this? Well, yeah, that's super unique. Yeah, so come on in, check this out. They don't just do savories, they do sweets as well. So this whole platter that Stuart put together is insane. It's enough for everybody for probably a few days. But he told us that we should eat this sooner than later because it is so fresh. Now look at that, look at all of those layers, Lapreet. That is amazing.
It's super flaky. That's when you know you have a good pastry.
That's right.
Okay, bye.
It's all for Anna.
It's so good.
Wow.
It is sweet, but not too sweet. Flaky and soft. Yeah, it's definitely bye, guys.
We are starting off with lunch at the Vault, and they have a ton of local dishes, including this. This is a local shrimp, and it has been done up like a shrimp cocktail. So you have it all spiced up, all flavored nicely, and then it comes with this amazing sauce. So let's just go dunk that in. Cheers. Oh, nice. Super flavorful. Served nice and cold. Oh, the sauce is great. Wow, this is a nice little appetizer. We have another appetizer too, which is Trini style wings. So these are actually massive wings. They've been breaded, served with an onion on top, and then covered in this type of sauce, which is like a Trini local sauce. Let's go in, try one of these massive chicken wings. Crispy on the outside. It's like a sweet, spicy sauce. It's got a nice kick to it. And the breading's actually a little crunchy. Wow, nice way to start the lunch. Okay guys, so check this out. This is insane. This is a full red snapper. Just the full fish, whole thing. It's been seasoned up to perfection. We have oregano on top, we have onions, we have tomatoes, and then the whole thing's been baked all together. We had red snapper the last time we were here in Trinidad, and it was delicious. Lovepreet ate a Scotch bonnet off of it, thinking it was an onion. It was hilarious. Comment below if you want to see Lovepreet eat a Scotch bonnet while he's here. We're gonna be eating some spicy stuff as time goes on, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, a nice, delicious red snapper. Look at that meat. Oh my goodness, so tender. This thing just fell apart. Cheers. Yes. That's amazing. The meat is so tender. How the seasoning pairs so well. Tomato on top gives it a little bit of like a tanginess. Oh my goodness. There's even like a pepper sauce on there as well, but it's not spicy at all. Just flavorful. Oh man. Tender, tender fish. That is fantastic. One more bite. Sorry, Lovepreet. That is a highlight for me here. That's just my favorite dish. That's really good. Red snapper's incredible. So happy we get to be eating it again here in Trinidad with Island Girl Tours. We're all enjoying ourselves. It's gonna be such an amazing week.
Oh yeah, already started good.
Woo! Oh man, the sun has come out. It is gorgeous. We're gonna walk around the property, and apparently around 5 p.m. the horses start to come out and explore the field. So this is really, rural Trinidad. And it is hard to describe the feeling of coming from Canada's winter and come back where people are friendly, food is good, you've got like family here, Island Girl Tours, amazing. So we're about to check into one of these cabins here at the Vault, and this is where we're staying for the night. So let's go check it out.
We've come out here to get away from the noise, that low-grade anxiety that comes with city life. Out here, the volume gets turned way down. You breathe differently, slowly. This is Cedros in a nutshell. 16 acres of bush. Vikesh, the man behind V-Vault, is doing ecotourism in his own way. This is luxury, yes, but it's the kind that doesn't fight the landscape. It works with it. Real beds, real showers, no need to suffer the experience. All around you, life just moves at its own pace. Ducks and dogs wandering around like they own the place. Horses with no fences and no rush. This isn't about escaping reality, it's about remembering a simpler one. Okay, let's leave the cabins and take a walk.
Hi. Hi, sweetie. Don't tell my dog. Hi, sweet girl. How you doing? How you doing? Oh, you're so sweet. This property is absolutely insane. It's so beautiful. We're walking along a ridge right now. We're just like checking out the coconut trees, all of the plants. It's super lush. Dogs are everywhere, just coming out, super friendly dogs. We're gonna go see if we can get a closer look at some of these horses. Apparently, if they come up to you, they like you. If they don't voluntarily come up to you, don't approach them. They don't like you. So we are just taking a drive around Cedros. This is a gorgeous area. It's very laid back, very chill, very relaxing. There's coast, there's jungle. All you can hear are the birds chirping. So yeah, it has a very laid back vibe. We are on our way to the next destination.
Here, at the far edge of Trinidad, things get quiet in a way that feels different. Coral Point and Icacos. This is all coastline, wind, and the memory of old school fishing. This is kind of what Trinidad looked like everywhere, before development, before someone decided it needed to change. Just a few minutes down the road is Columbus Bay. 3 hulking rocks punching through the surface like they've got something to say. The water's rough here. You don't swim. Undercurrents powerful enough to sweep you into another continent. But we're not here to chase thrills. We're here for the silence, the wide open views, and the luxury of nothing happening. Venezuela sits just a few miles away. Right here, this thin line of coast. You're standing where the Caribbean exhales into South America.
So we are at our next destination. This is actually called Coral Point. We are in the Icacos area. This is the most southern west tip of Trinidad. I'll show it on the map right now, but as you can see, it is so close to Venezuela and it's absolutely stunning. I wanted to make it here last time, but it was just a little out of reach. We ended up not leaving Port of Spain. And now we're finally here and it's absolutely gorgeous. Not a single soul on this beach. Have a look. You guys can see this, but that landmass right there, that dark horizon, that's Venezuela. That is how close we are on this tip of Trinidad. Absolutely stunning. What do you think of the beach?
It's a good spot to hang.
It's gorgeous.
It's quiet and it's beautiful.
Yeah. I'm so happy to be back here with David and Anna from Island Girl Tours. You guys saw them last time. They were showing off everything they love about Tobago, which is their bread and butter. We are here in Trinidad exploring everything this island has to offer. It's absolutely incredible. I want to thank them for inviting us back to spend a whole week with them. This is going to be a crazy series. They have so much love for what they do. They're very passionate about what they do. So if you guys want to explore this beautiful place, this beautiful country, you need to get in touch with them because they're gonna make sure you have the best time possible. Just look at it out here. So gorgeous. Oh my goodness. It's a dream to come down here. I can't believe I'm looking at the coast of Venezuela right now. Oh my gosh. It is just heaven on earth. Okay, so you guys remember David from Island Girl Tours. We were touring Tobago last time together, and now we're here in Trinidad. So I want to ask you, because there's a lot of misconceptions about Trinidad, what is the one thing that people get wrong about Trinidad, and why should they come here?
I would say get wrong is, I don't know if it's in part due to our media, our governments or whatever, but we tend to always focus a lot on the negative.
Yeah.
And there is crime here. There is, you know, certain places that there's violence, there is theft and all that, but that is not all what Trinidad is.
Yeah.
Right? We tend to talk about it so much that people have this idea, you know, you see these posts, the most dangerous cities in the world, and Port of Spain is always there, and they're always at the top of these most dangerous or places not to go, or travel advisories and all this. And yes, you must be cognizant, you must be vigilant anywhere you go. It does not happen as much as people think.
Yeah.
People come here and you put that negativity aside and you discover two islands that are so unique in this world.
Yeah.
We have so many firsts, so many onlys. The natural world of Trinidad and Tobago is like nowhere else. For two islands, the size, given our size, you will see we're like the happiest people. We're always happy, we're always having a good time.
100%.
We're always having you over for a drink.
Yep.
You don't need an invitation. I mean, there's many things we can talk about, but that's the one thing. I always only see negative press about Trinidad and Tobago, and I think it's really a horrible thing that they do to us.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's not like that.
It's not like that.
We're down in Icacos Cedros. You showed up here last night. We're driving, we're walking, we're doing everything.
Honestly,
right?
paradise.
Yeah, and you know, people saying hi, people saying hello, people welcoming you. That's the TNT soul.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I've noticed here.
Yeah.
You can strike up a conversation with anyone. They're happy to chit chat with you, talk to you. They want to make sure you're having a good time. That makes a huge difference when you travel somewhere.
100%.
Just friendly people.
Yeah. Yeah, TNT.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So on our way back to the vault, we have stopped along the road to these gorgeous wetlands. Now, Trinidad takes these wetlands very seriously. There are a lot of different species of birds, butterflies. We even saw a caiman in the water. So these are very heavily protected areas, and you can really tell that this is just nature untouched. Can you hear the chirping? It's almost deafening how many birds are here. And the wetlands are a very important ecosystem for birds. They're nesting, where they feed, where they rest. Do you hear this? There's like at least 100 birds in this tree. But yeah, these wetlands are just absolutely gorgeous. We're on our way back to V Vault. We have a very special meal coming up. We're gonna be eating Chinese food here in Trinidad. The Trini spin on Chinese food. So I'm really looking forward to that. I did not get to try it last time. You guys are like, you missed out, you have to try it. So that's what we're here. We're back to eat the foods that we missed and just enjoy how beautiful Trinidad really is. So by some turn of events, David's, one of his friend's cousin is a counselor here in Cedros, and they've invited us to this party. And now, it's time to dance. Okay, we found ourselves in a very interesting place here in Cedros. We are at an after lime with the counselor. It is such a good vibe here, and they've just given us this punch a crumb. Yes. This is a Christmas drink.
Yes.
Baileys and a little bit of local rum.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
That's nice.
I love it.
It's milky.
It is. There are different variations, different versions. Everyone has their own way of making it.
Yep.
Different spices and stuff. You can put nutmeg, cinnamon, different little
Yeah.
things. So you can always taste the difference.
This is a really nice
It is
drink.
good.
Yeah. It's the Trini eggnog. Yeah.
Basically,
Love
yeah.
it.
You got it right. Trini
It's
eggnog.
So we have duck.
Okay, duck. Curry duck. Oh my gosh. Oh, it smells so good. Guys, check this out. We are getting a very generous sample of curry duck, local duck, served on this leaf as a plate. Go right in with your hands. There's no better way. And I didn't have curry duck last time, so this is one of those foods that you guys said I missed. I gotta give it a try. Oh, nice and tender. Cheers. Oh, there goes the music. Awkward. Oh my God. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay. First of all, deep, rich flavors infused deep into that duck. Sometimes, if the duck is not done right, it becomes a little dry and stringy. This is not the case here.
With the music blasting and echoing across Cedros, the soundtrack takes over, so I'll take it from here. The chaos, the volume, and the new friends pressing food into your hands like it's mandatory, that's just Trinidad. It's not the easiest to film, but it's unforgettable in real life. Counselor Shankar welcomed us in, talked tourism, fed us well, and showed us what a proper Trini lime looks like. This is hospitality, but without filters. Back at V-Vault, it was time for Trini Chinese food. Familiar, but also not. Fried rice, roasted chicken, egg noodles that echo some Chinese dishes from Hong Kong, the Philippines, and Indonesia, but they take a hard left into the Caribbean. And then there was one dish with African roots, the saltfish Accra that took me by surprise.
So the way David described it is that we've had pylori, right? This is actually saltfish paste on the inside that has been deep fried to perfection in a lovely little ball of heaven. And it is served with tamarind on the side, which you can just sprinkle on top. We've already gotten a little bit, but let's add a little bit more. And I have not tried this. This was another one of those foods that you guys said you missed out, you have to have it on the next round. So here I am, guys, we're trying it out. So, saltfish Accra, let's go. Oh man, I didn't think it was gonna be as like fluffy and chewy as it was going to be. The layer before you get to the saltfish is really quite thick. It must be like this big. I'm gonna split this open. Let's just have a look at what it looks like inside. Look at that bouncy texture. Look how fluffy that is inside. Wow. That is really not what I expected at all. I kind of thought it was gonna be like a saltfish ball that was just breaded and then fried. But actually it's so much more fluffy than I anticipated. This tamarind sauce is unbelievable. It is so sweet. It's the perfect pairing to this saltfish ball. Oh man. Man, these are addictive. Oh, these hit the spot. I love that. That is a new fave. New fave right there.
V-Vault gives you what you didn't know you needed. Quiet cabins, real sleep, and food made with love. You come for the silence and the nature, but you stay for the people. Trinidad and Tobago has some of the warmest, most generous souls you'll ever meet. And I'm not exaggerating. But don't take my word for it. Come and see for yourself. And if you're smart, you'll do it with Island Girl Tours.
So why don't you tell me what it is that we are having?
Capybara pelau.
Crazy. Crazy. So why are we having it? Tell me a little bit about this dish.
Of course, it's carnival time.
Yep.
And pelau is a quintessential carnival food. Pelau is one of our national dishes.
Yep.
Because we have many national dishes here in
Yeah,
Trinidad.
that's true, that's true.
And of course, it's hunting season.
Yeah.
Up until February, so of course we had to introduce some capybara into the mix. You know,
Sure.
It is, yes, it's part of the wild meat list, but it's also an invasive species, so we had to encourage people to of course eat it.
It's a population control. When
Yes.
you have an invasive species, it damages the natural environment. Eating an invasive species is not as controversial as you might think.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And of course, as I said, carnival time, pelau, it's all about liming, and what better environment to do it in?
Absolutely gorgeous.
Bush.
Yeah, exactly. It's absolutely gorgeous out here. So first time having capybara, first time trying pilau, which is crazy. Trinidad and Tobago the second time. Foodie Nation TT. Let's start the cooking. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So this is capybara that we were discussing, right, off camera for a bit. And basically this capybara is very close to like a wild hog, right? So you're thinking of pork flavors, boar, that kind of background. This is an invasive species to Trinidad and Tobago at this point.
Okay.
So it is a wild meat that is eaten during the season for hunting, but they've begun to become invasive. So we're finding ways of incorporating them into our day-to-day cooking.
Right.
And this is one of the ways, because pelau is a staple in this country.
Yeah.
Okay? Ancestrally, you would see that people would wash their meat with, you'd see like lime and stuff on the internet and so on, but they also used flour. And it helps strip away all of that freshness and like really almost like unwanted flavor.
Okay.
It also kind of pulls out that gaminess. It pulls out any little extra, stuff on it. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna let you sprinkle the flour. Don't worry, there's never gonna be too much or too little.
Okay, just
Go ahead,
sprinkle as
it.
in.
You can just shake it on, or you can hold it with your hands. Yeah, whatever feels natural. And go right onto it. And I'm gonna come with you and kind of just get it on all the pieces, right?
So
get
just
in there, don't
wash,
worry.
get in there.
Yeah, like this. Yeah.
Okay, really wash it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And
This is
that's
interesting.
That. So do you see how like all of this kind of residual blood that may be there is coming up?
It's coming off,
Right?
yeah.
And then like the little pieces of like bone that may have been attached and so on.
Flour and water. An old trick I'd somehow missed. It did exactly as promised. Capybara is clean. Now it's time for flavor because Trinidad doesn't do bland.
So we're gonna start seasoning. So here we have some shad beni and chives. Go right ahead. You can
Yep.
put half in here.
Half.
Yeah, it's already kind of mixed together, right? While you're doing that, I'm gonna add piece of resistance. You gotta salt everything, guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna look like a lot, but you gotta salt everything. Yeah.
Salt
Then
is the
you're gonna go
key.
in with some ground spice, which is this.
Okay.
As you pour it in, I'll explain to you what it is.
All
Ground spice can be a mixture of things, or it can just be, honestly, just nutmeg. But a lot of companies would put it all together. When we use it often, I use it a lot in pilau, because you get that little quiet taste of cinnamon, nutmeg, clove. That's what I have here.
That richness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very little, right? So
Yeah.
it doesn't become too sweet, but it has that little back note.
This can be overpowering if there's too
Correct.
much of it.
Then we're gonna go in with 2 of these cubes here. It's just a flavor boost, like those cubes that everybody uses.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of crush them with you.
All right, I'll crush this one up.
Taking it just
Like I said before, Trinidad doesn't do bland, ever. This meat is seasoned down to the bone. Ginger, garlic, chopped pimento, and even ruku. Have you heard of it? It's actually a natto seed. It's deep red, vibrant, earthy. It's the spice that gives pilau its color, its soul. We work it deep into every fiber, every inch of muscle. Then I got the chance to do something new. Make fresh coconut milk for the first time.
Okay. I'm either going to get this in one shot, or we're gonna get it in a few shots, right? Basically, this is a dried coconut that we're obviously gonna use to do some grinding again, our coconut milk and all that. But I want to hear something. This is how you can tell it's a good coconut.
Oh yeah.
You hear water?
There's water
So
inside.
It's nice and young and ready to go. Alright, so here we are. Papayo.
She is strong. Oh. Well done.
Yeah,
Oh my God, she's strong.
Right?
Wow.
Really
Okay.
beautiful, right? You didn't get anything really great, so I guess you can't
There's a
have
little
it.
bit of water in there.
Right?
Yep.
A little something, right? I'm gonna.
I think most of it splashed out. Yeah.
But I'm gonna go.
Cheers.
So now is the real drama.
Okay.
Hope you're ready. Bring it right in. Yeah. You got it in your bowl under, and you are pulling. Once again, strength. So you see what I'm doing. I can't even go all the way around. All right. Sabrina, I feel you lying to me, I feel you lying to me.
I mean, it's not the easiest.
No, but you are getting it. You are doing
We
it
should
well.
do a little bit of a rotation there.
Yeah, keep rotating. Go right ahead. Food talks to you, right? So you can feel where. Look at that.
It's
Coconut was
definitely.
strong.
I mean, this is where like, in every dish,
Yeah.
it's a labor of love. Like there is a lot of hard work that goes into it.
Correct.
This is not too. I mean, this thing's convenient.
Yeah.
I know that it's done in other ways that are
yes, oh
harder.
yes.
Look
I'm
at
just
how
showing
much
you.
pulp is there.
Correct. And show you more of an ancestral way, right?
This is why you never waste food. There's a lot of work that goes into every single dish.
And you know, we also keep these coconut basins like almost like cups. We can use them as
That's
plates.
right.
We can, right? So we don't throw anything out. It starts a fire.
Yeah, that's right. Nothing goes to waste.
Correct, correct. Okay, so now that we have all of the wonderful coconut that you ground, so basically you'd put this into like a cheesecloth, okay? Usually I have a cheesecloth and you squeeze it and you see all that lovely, luscious creamy milk coming out. We're in the bush. So we have some nice little warm water here that has started to pull out those oils, pull out all those extracts and all that we're looking for. And you have our strainer, yeah? And I'm gonna start pouring it in, but this is a must, right? With our pilau.
Okay, we got quite a bit of pulp in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then remember I told you this wouldn't be wasted in a household, right?
Right.
This would then turn into roast baked coconut bake. It would turn into sweet bread. Have you had sweet bread?
I don't think so.
Okay, you gotta have it. Yeah?
Oh my gosh, I missed so much on the last one.
So once again, we're cooking with our hands. There's no reason to worry.
Yep.
This, don't leave it like that.
Just press it. Look at all that milk coming out.
Right.
Look at that.
And that's what you're getting coming out. Right?
Yeah, nice, fresh.
And this like
coconut
freezes really
milk.
well too.
Does
so,
it?
Like in my household, I don't know if I told you, but I have a family of 6. Right? I have
Okay.
6 children.
Oh my.
Right?
What?
Yes, I have 6 children. So nothing wastes.
Nothing wasted.
This I put into, you know, a nice little Ziploc bag or whatever.
Yeah.
And I put it into my freezer. And I have all the sweet treats ready to go.
Yep.
Bake the everything ready to go.
Oh, amazing.
Right?
I mean,
Okay.
natural foods.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I
Yep.
noticed about out here. Everyone has natural foods. They have so much growing in their
But
camp,
then it's
bush.
also like the respect of it all, right?
Yeah.
That, okay, if it's growing, then how do we make it one big ecosystem with us involved?
Yeah.
Not us outside destroying at it, but
Yeah.
us standing in the ecosystem and working with it.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah.
Back to the wild stuff. What you saw seasoned earlier, that's now been tucked away in a fridge, marinating slow for hours. Chef Ari had another batch ready for us. Pressure kissed and also seasoned deep to the bone. Without knowing, you'd swear it was pork.
I know. I mean, I would
Right.
imagine this is pork belly if you didn't tell me otherwise.
Looks just like pork belly, right?
The first move, hot oil in a hot pot. We need the brown sugar to turn into a dark, dangerous caramel. Next goes the capybara. We're chasing that crust, that edge, sealing in all of its juiciness. Going in next are the pigeon peas, carrots, pumpkin, thyme, shadow benny, scallions, onions, and garlic. The rice on top, which will soak up all of those flavors. Their secret weapon? Fermented pimento sauce. This is a Foodie Nation creation under Island Spirit. Funky, sharp, alive. It really pushes the pilau into deeper waters. Fresh coconut milk follows and a hit of Trini pepper for heat that doesn't ask for permission. Now we wait with the lid on and the fire steady. This is where the magic happens. And in this kitchen, there's always more work to be done.
So of course, this experience would not have been possible without Island Girl Tours. Now you guys are connected in like a really interesting way because this is actually like the first time you're meeting Foodie Nation TT, but you guys are still connected, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how are you guys connected?
So actually we had a past guest who is more like family now, really good friends now. We talk more or less every day. And when she came and she met us and, you know, we just started to click and it was a vibe with her.
Yeah.
As with most of our guests, but she was a real vibe and she was like, you know, you guys should just hook up as Foodie Nation and do something. Funnily enough, at the same time you messaged and said you're gonna come back and do another trip to Trinidad because of all the million requests you got to try this and that and the other.
Yep.
And when the two just happened simultaneously, we said, that's it right there. So made it happen because, I mean, to honor what you had to do and then as well to follow through on one of our guests who is such a quality person, so loving, so kind. I mean, Ingrid is top of the line awesome.
Yeah.
Love her to death.
Yeah.
And she made this connection for us and she was like, you guys just have to do this. You guys, you're gonna click. You're gonna be on the same page
Yeah.
and it's gonna be good to get them out there. So that's how we ended up connecting.
And honestly, it's so crazy because like Trinidad is a big country, lots of people, but it really feels like a small town because everyone is somehow connected. And if you don't know them, they become friends, which become family. So I really feel like everyone is so connected and it's just such a great experience. And I want to shout out to Ingrid for putting us all together and Island Girl
you,
Tours.
Ingrid.
Thank you.
So we're on to coleslaw,
Yeah,
right?
coleslaw.
And you know the idea, Trinidadians say coleslaw. We don't even say the entire thing, right? But we're gonna do some coleslaw.
Yep.
Right? And usually I know all of you looking on. Usually there's carrots. I want to do it this way because this is the way I live with my family. Okay, and it's a little bit sweeter than the usual Trini coleslaw because my kids love it.
Yeah, of
Right?
course.
So you can go right in. These are regular contenders.
Okay.
Some white cabbage.
Some cabbage.
Right. I'm gonna go in with some pickle, cabbage, not a whole set, just a bit, right?
Yep.
And I know it seems weird, right? The fermented sauce makes an appearance again. Listen, this thing moves from seasoning meats all the way up to condiment kind of tasting. Okay, so this is going in, not as heavy as like the pelau, but just a little something
Yeah.
right in. It's
Super
gonna
versatile.
Yep, and
Yeah.
it's gonna help to keep everything kind of playing the same tune on that plate.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna give you this.
All right, stirred up. Now I'm guessing all of this is local cabbage.
Correct.
I love
Oh,
that.
yeah,
Everything's grown here. It doesn't have to come from far.
No, it doesn't.
That's the
I mean, our
best.
cabbage gets a little smaller. It's not those nice, big, massive heads you see out there.
Yeah.
They're a little tinier, but I find they're a little bit more tender as well.
Yeah, there you
they're
go.
not as overly crisp.
Yep.
A little bit more tender. And I think that's lovely. I mean,
Yeah.
that's my cabbage.
Yeah, I mean, that's the local way, right?
Right, correct. And Sabrina has got it once again, y'all. Just done.
She's tooting my horn. I don't know why.
So, this is Portugal juice.
Portugal.
Have you had Portugal?
Yes.
Yes.
Portugal chow.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
okay.
really good.
Wow, you're
Yeah,
better
yeah.
than I am. I don't think I'm
Portugal fruit was in its prime when we showed up to Trinidad. You would see it everywhere. So we did the only sensible thing, made Portugal juice. If you're not sure what Portugal tastes like, think if an orange and a mandarin had a baby. Chef Ari put me on the line. One Portugal at a time, squeezed by hand, right down until there was nothing left. The only thing left to do? Try it out for ourselves.
Cheers. Let's go. Oh, right away. That is just lovely. Oh, it's so refreshing. Oh man, Portugals are amazing. It's light when it comes to the citrus, but it's really well balanced. And this has been sweetened to perfection.
okay.
Yeah.
But I didn't even need that much help because I mean these sun-kissed little beauties, they got us looking good.
Oh, that's really nice.
Sabrina, you ready
I am so
to have the
ready.
trifecta together
Oh
now?
my
the coleslaw,
gosh.
the pelau, and the Portugal juice.
And not to mention capybara.
I know, right?
Never had this before in my life, so
I'm
I am
super
really,
excited.
yeah, this is gonna be
I've
great.
actually had it this way before. So this
Okay.
is my first with you.
Oh, nice. We're gonna try it together. That's
Okay,
awesome.
So let me take off for you first. Do you want to try a hot pepper?
Yes,
So you can
I.
just eat the flesh, all right? And
Yeah.
I will show you how to do that.
Okay.
So with this guy, you want to kind of hold the stem where it's safe. You're gonna pull at the skin,
Okay.
right? Do not get those seeds. That's gonna kill you.
Okay.
And you just pull aside at just the red part of
Okay.
it.
No, tell me, are you gonna eat that whole thing?
No, I'm not. I'm taking off a little piece. I'm not that bad.
Okay. So
Okay.
Lovepreet, come in for this. I'm gonna do my best to skin it just like she did.
Just kind of pull. Yeah, perfect. And then you just leave those seeds behind, or some. Don't get that vein either.
Oh my goodness.
Right there. Yeah.
Okay, so why
you
don't
eat
I-
from this side. Yeah, good idea. You can take the smallest or the biggest piece of what you want there.
I don't even want to touch it. With.
Okay, I'll help you. Pull off.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
perfect.
Thank you.
Awesome. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Are we gonna
Thank you
cheers?
so much for showing me this unique dish in my experience. Capybara pilau first time.
Pelau.
Pelau.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers.
All right, let's go. Ready?
I got the pepper in there too. Oh, that came together so nice. The meat is unbelievably tender.
And you don't taste any gamey. No gamey.
Not at all.
That's right.
The meat literally melts away in your mouth.
Yep.
Capybara. Who would have known, right? And then everything else just comes together so nice. It's so rich.
And that
Oh
chili,
my
it gives you that nice back heat. Yeah.
There's a tingle on my tongue.
Oh, nothing better.
Wow. Oh my
Oh, yeah.
gosh. That is phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
This to me, now this is my first time having it, but this feels like a comfort food to me.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
It's-
mean, it's in every household, right? At least once a week, it's going to come around that table. But something about it is, yes, comforting.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we have it, yes, year round. But people remember it when they fly in and family comes in. you kind of make them a pilau probably as they come in, a
Yeah.
first meal off the plane.
Yeah.
They get this full decked out scene,
Wow.
right?
This is so nice.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go in for a piece of the pumpkin there.
And then that's like a whole new experience again. Like the dish somehow tastes it like that. It's like a whole next thing, right?
Sweet, creamy, again, comforting.
Yep. And then those textures are necessary, right? In something like this. It's a rice and peas dish, come on. Every country has one.
Amazing.
But this one,
So I'm gonna go in just for a piece of the capybara by itself. Like I just wanna have the meat and just see the similarities between pork. And this.
amazing.
It really is.
Yep.
It really, like texture-wise, flavor profile-wise,
Yep.
so tender. Oh, you did this to perfection.
Thank you.
Before even a full cup of coffee, we were waking up to the sunrise on the top patio of Playa del Maya. I literally rolled out of bed, took 10 steps, and there we were, unrolling yoga mats in the warm morning air. Tracy from Blissful Yoga Trinidad showed up bright and early and started guiding us through some of the most invigorating yoga I've ever experienced. Waking up to the sun peeking over the endless horizon, my words and the videos don't really do it justice. If anyone asks whether it's worth dragging your ass out of bed for sunrise yoga, my answer will always be yes. If you're staying at Playa del Maya, do yourself a favor and ask them to set up a session for you. Trust me, coffee becomes optional when your body suddenly remembers it's alive. Just to remind you, I was coming from a never-ending Canadian winter. But let's pivot to food. And not the kind of food that shows up on every travel list. We're heading into Mayaro for something local, something a bit more humble, something you won't see coming. Chip chip. We are going to this place called Soul Food for lunch. I'm gonna show you what we're cooking very soon. It should be very, very special. So let's go inside. Time to eat in Mayaro. It's a very local joint. Okay guys, we have come to a local joint, Soul Food. We are here to try chip chip. This is a super local Mayaro only dish. And it's this little tiny clam. It's called the Donax clam. And what they do is they peel it open and they make it into a dish. So this is actually like a curry chip, I guess is what you could call it. And I couldn't even find it in here, but that's because it is so small. So have a look at that. This is chip chip. You cannot have this anywhere else. I'm so excited to try it. It comes with provisions inside, so I'll show that in a little bit, but we gotta go right in for the chip chip on its own. Cheers. Coconut milk as well. Fantastic. Ooh, it's got a little heat to it. Really fresh clam. And what I'm getting within the curry is that coconut milk. It's very comforting. Got some heat to it, so we're gonna have a little bit of provisions inside as well. Here we go. I'm guessing that's boiled cassava? Oh, the dumpling, right, yeah, so that's a dumpling inside. So good. They said you have to have the bus up shut here. Just try a little piece. They brought out a whole one. It's massive. Going for a nice big bite there. Oh, I can't wait. That is good. So many flaky layers. It's almost buttery. It's been pieced together so well. Oh my gosh. Chip chip, this is really good. So now on the side, check this out. I got 2 massive scoops of cassava. It's been boiled up on the side. You can get different sides, but I got the provisions on the side. It's a little bit more traditional. Very simple. Nice earthy flavors. Almost like a mashed potato. It's still got a lot of integrity. That's really good, but I am blown away by this chip chip. The dumplings inside are amazing. Wow, soul food. You gotta check it out when you're here in Mayaro. You can't get it anywhere else. So good. So Anna went in a completely different direction. She wanted to get the macaroni pie and the stewed chicken. So she's like, oh, you have to try the macaroni pie here. So look at this. All of the noodles are just jammed together and it looks like cheese on top with baked with a little bit of herbs. Let's give it a try. I don't think I've ever tried anything like this before. Whoa, this is like really reminiscent of my childhood food. Different casseroles that we've had growing up, tastes exactly like this. Yeah, wow. That's bringing me back to some dishes that I haven't thought of in a long time. Wow, it's really good. Okay, I'm gonna give it back to Anna because I'm hogging her food. This girl's gotta eat.
Hey, we can share.
You want some chip chip?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay.
This is gonna fill me right up.
Yeah. We've got something very special that they brought to the table. This is like a chip shot. It's got shrimp inside. It's been made with the chip water. So what they use to clean it, water comes back out. They boil it together. They add some seasonings. They add shrimp, and you can just take it, throw it back, or just sip on it. I'm just gonna go for a big gulp. Not a shot, but a big gulp. I want to taste all of it. Ooh. Wow. Oh my gosh. I didn't expect it to be hot, to be honest. Oh my gosh, that is like one of the best seafood broths I've ever consumed in my life. That is insane. It's so full of flavor. It's so different than this curry chip. Wow. Okay. Let's try the shrimp. I don't even know how to describe this. Shrimp's a good protein. There's a lot of meat to it. Okay, look inside there. Look at that. It is mixed up all together. You can tell it's seasoned up to perfection. Okay, let's throw this in the back like a shot. Ready? Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so savory, texture-wise. The chip's really chewy, but then like the broth just goes down. It's served warm, so to me this feels like something that would comfort you throughout the entire winter. It's like the best seafood broth I've ever had. Wow, I am impressed. That was really good. I cannot waste even a morsel. That was perfect. Wow, really good.
I only have one question for you. When are you moving to Tobago? Yeah.
I was not ordering some, I thought she had, I could get some, but she can't have more, so we can use the chips and man coming later.
It's full of flavor.
Right?
I like it. I'm gonna get the shrimp out and just focus on the chip up.
Yeah, you move it to the side and just take it back.
This buddy got to wait. Why is it a chip? Oh, one chips.
Yep, one chip there.
It's like a pea.
Well done.
It's really good.
Apparently, it's an aphrodisiac, so run.
That's not going on.
Use it for good, okay? So because there's so much labor that goes into making chip, because it is so small, it's very tedious to open it up and have it prepared. It is expensive. It's only found in this region, so do not waste any of it. And I want to know from you guys, if you've ever opened up a chip and prepared it, leave me a comment down in the comment box. I want to hear from you. Too good. Wow. My goodness, what a hidden gem here in Mayaro. Definitely check them out when you are here. Soul Food. Get your chip, get your macaroni pie, get your boiled provisions. Super traditional, and everyone here is saying, oh my god, I haven't had chip since I was like 11 or 15 or whatever it may be. So everyone was super happy to come here and try chip again, and for us the first time, absolutely delicious. So yeah, check them out, Soul Food.
Back out in the deep bush. The same stretch of wild country we'd been the day before for the mud volcano. But today's mission was a bit different. We were after some tucked away waterfall. Being here is a huge privilege. Very few people ever make it in this far. And it's not because they don't want to, but because this whole area sits under the quiet watch of the oil industry. To enter, you need a guide. And honestly, you should too. This place can bite back. It's raw, unpredictable, and for the most part left exactly as it's always been, which is how we left it too. You could tell we were getting close when the little trickles underfoot started changing character. Thin pools giving way to thicker, deeper streams pushing steadily through the jungle. The sound of moving water grew louder with every step.
Okay, I hear the waterfall. This is an incredible trek. We are going under trees, through the water, almost river tracing. You gotta be so careful where you step. Oh, but I hear it. We are here at the waterfall. Let's see this beauty that not many other people in the world have seen. I've been told that Laprit and I are the first foreigners to ever come. Same with the mud volcano yesterday. Oh, here's the waterfall. Beautiful. So a lot of Trinidad's waterfalls are up in the north area. There's one central, but not a lot of people know that there are some here in Mayaro. And this is one of them, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's not small at all, it's very tall, and the water looks really deep. It is so lush out here. There's tadpoles swimming everywhere, like, you know, the water is healthy. And we are some of the few people that have ever seen this. So yeah, absolutely gorgeous. This guy's on top of the waterfall. He is straight up crazy. They don't call him the barefoot bushman for nothing. I am just loving hanging out here in front of the waterfall. Anna's got the drone up. These guys have gone up to the top of the waterfall because they're crazy. They want to see the view from up there. I am just loving it down here. It's so calm, it's so peaceful. Only the sound of the waterfall, the birds, dense jungle. Trinidad, you are so beautiful. All right, guys, so we just finished up at the waterfall, but we are sitting in the back of the truck.
Oh, yeah.
This is the way to live life, guys. It's so freeing out here.
Yeah.
So beautiful. It's gonna be a bumpy ride though, so hang on.
You got a big monkey, 2 monkeys in the car.
Yeah, we got 2 monkeys right here. After a relaxing afternoon, after lunch we came back, we chilled by the pool. We've been relaxing quite a bit. A nice cool breeze has come in. It's so beautiful out here. And now it's time for another luxurious experience that's coming to me, a massage. I don't know how much of it I'm gonna be able to show, to be honest. But if you do want that service, it is available here. Dr. Candace Pereira. She does a lot of healing practices. I'll leave all her information in the description. You can follow her Instagram if you are interested, but she comes right here to the villa to do these services, and one of them is a massage. So total relaxation here when you come to Playa del Maya. Ah, Mayaro. Such a vibe here. I love it. Guys, I just finished up with my massage with Dr. Candace Pereira. She is fantastic. She's a naturopathic doctor, so she has a few other services that are all involved in natural healing. So you can check out all her information below, but come to this villa and have her come to you. We did it right in the room with the door open. There was a little bit of rain, so you could have done it on the patio, but what we did was just opened up the room. We opened up all the windows, we placed the bed inside, and an hour and a half just went by like that. She is fantastic. It was one of those massages where it was not only like the pressure was perfect for the knots in my back, my neck was really tight. I had no idea my neck was even hurting until she started going into my neck. It felt fantastic, but I was also extremely relaxed. There was points where I almost fell asleep. So it was the best of both worlds. She used the cups for some cupping therapy. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, Dr. Candace, thank you so much. All of the aromatherapy oils that she used is from Infused Pure Therapy. This is a full local brand. Everything is made here. Smells fantastic. Wonderful experience. Mayaro, Playa del Maya. This is an amazing place. I want to go to sleep for the night, but it's actually time to eat. So let's go downstairs and see what they're preparing.
It was time to kick the Playa del Maya party into gear. I figured I was done for the night, but then I got downstairs. The guys from Stingaz shoved a cold glass of rum punch into my hand. Game over. We were officially open for business. The brain behind it all, Hassani, is a Barbados native who came to Trinidad and ended up working in an apiary, knee-deep in bees and raw honey. But this inspired something bigger, Stingaz. The name, the flavor, the whole operation built around honey. And honey, let's be honest, is one of those miracle foods. Anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and good for just about everything. Infuse it into rum and suddenly you've got something dangerous, in the best possible way. Hassani insists his rum punch won't give you a hangover, which of course sounds like a challenge.
The right level of sweetness, that coconut water, and the rum, it's there. It's there.
So yeah, just so you know, the rum is a creeper, huh? You don't taste it, but you feel it.
It's a sipper.
Yeah, for sure.
Go easy on it, eh?
Yeah, for sure.
Amazing, and all local. That's been the theme of everything. Everything is here. It's blowing me away.
You're in the
amazing.
Right place. You're in the right place.
Cheers. Thank you so much. You guys are having such an amazing time. Now everyone's here on the rooftop. We've got the bar open with Stingaz here. We've got the jacuzzi if anyone wants to jump in. We got the music, it's gorgeous, the fireplace going, and we are just loving this craft rum punch. Cheers! To Island Girl Tours. Couldn't have done it without you guys putting this together. So thank you and thank you and thank you. I can't thank you guys enough.
And all the associates and friends.
My goodness.
Right? Great friends.
If you guys want to have a good time, you come here straight away.
Now that we were properly knee-deep in rum punch, it was time to wander back to the kitchen. Because a stay in Mayaro without seafood on the grill just isn't a stay in Mayaro. Kirvan of Kirvan's exotic seafood rolled into Playa del Maya with a plan. Lobster, shrimp, massive slabs of barracuda hitting the grill, stealing the whole show. Now look, I'm a Canadian maritimer. We know seafood. Back home, the philosophy is simple. Don't mess with the fish. Salt, pepper, maybe a little bit of butter if you're feeling it. But let the ocean do the talking. In Trinidad, not a chance. Trinis chase flavor the way some people chase sunsets. Their seasonings are loud and layered. Sauces, spices, marinades, sometimes all at once. But the reality is, it works. Every piece of seafood here came straight out of Mayaro waters, drenched in Kirvan's homemade blends, and slapped onto the grill until it was cooked to perfection. Alright, enough talking, let's eat. Look at the color difference. Now it's so red. Wow. You got it here. This is the real deal though. This is the real deal. First round of food has come. This is incredible. We have a giant steak of barracuda. Now, as you saw, it was seasoned before, but then when he cooked it, he layered it with barbecue sauce, homemade as well, and then it has just been barbecued, and you saw in the tinfoil, it just bubbled up like an incubator. And then on the side, we have cuckoo. We have a callaloo on the top and then a fresh salad. So let's just dig right in. I'm gonna try it with the homemade sauces once I dig in, but I wanna try it as is. The meat is so tender. Oh my goodness, and there's so much of it. How am I gonna eat all of this? Look at that. Barracuda steak. My goodness, this is crazy. The meat is so fresh. It's so tender. It's been steamed within the tin foil. And then it's really flavorful from the seasonings. A little sweet from the barbecue sauce. A wind squall just picked up. We gotta add some sauces for sure. We got the shadow bunny, garlic sauce, and pepper. A little bit of spice. Oh my goodness. I might have gone a little too crazy with that. Let's dig in. We got sauces all mixed together. A little bit of everything. Cheers.
Those homemade sauces come together really well. All three of those are so reminiscent of the food here in Trinidad. It's like the signature flavor, these three sauces all together, and it literally goes with everything. When we had that bacon shark with all those sauces coming together, kind of like this. Like it's just a harmony. Like it comes together so well. Let's dig into the cuckoo. Now this is one thing I didn't really get to try last time, but you guys said I should have tried it. So let's try the cuckoo. Oh, it's got a really interesting texture. It's pretty grainy. So let's go in and like mix it with the callaloo. Check that out. I'm gonna mix them together. It's gonna be grainy and probably a little bit slimy. Yep. Exactly that. Callaloo here is so different than what I've tried before. It's definitely quite slimy, very earthy, but both of these together mix really well. Very much contrasting the fish with all the sauces. Well done on the barracuda. That is so good. And the homemade sauces are spectacular. Yeah, really nice. Thank you so much. The chef himself. Amazing.
You coming across Mayaro.
And check out the apron. Look at that. So cool. You know this guy means business. Dish number 2 and 3 has arrived. Now we have a giant lobster, which I will be sharing for sure. It had been seasoned, it has been buttered up, it has been boiled, it has been barbecued, and then we have this amazing shrimp kebab loaded up with peppers and onions. Look at that. Sauced up to perfection. All of this is going to be shared, just so you know. We are going to dig right in to the main event, this lobster. And I don't know if you can see the size of that compared to my head. One bite from the tail, one bite from the head, and we will compare. We saw him go in with that machete of a knife. It was crazy. There we go. Oh, nice meaty chunk. Look at that there. A little bit of seasoning on top. When it was boiled with bay leaves and 5 spice. So it's going to be infused with that flavor inside, but then the butter on top, garlic butter. Okay, cheers. Wow. Whoa. That was such a meaty bite. Exactly what you would think. Infused into the meat. Just a hint of 5 spice, but man, the garlic butter. Woo.
The food kept coming, the drinks didn't stop, and the conversations felt unforced, rolling long into the night. Kervan's menu hit the mark. Hassani's cocktails did exactly what good cocktails should do. And the energy at Playa del Maya, the kind of place where time loosens its grip and the people settle in. Just a few hours earlier, most of us were strangers. Now we're trading stories like old friends. We came here with the same idea. Show people what Mayaro really is. The beauty of it. The people. A place like Playa del Maya, where a good night happens naturally when the right people gather together around the same table. None of this would have happened without Island Girl Tours, and for that, more thanks than I can count. If you want to experience it for yourself, reach out to Anna and David. You'll be in good hands, trust me.